Well, the dirt on Fox News continues to come out after what appears to be they had turned on President Trump, calling the election for Biden, and now the network is really making its just full-fledged swing now towards the left. We're going to get into all the details about it. Before I go any further, guys, if you enjoy the daily content I put out for you here on YouTube, I encourage you guys to come check me out over on Patreon. You can help support the channel for as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/conservative-truth. That link in the description gets you access to over 25 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get the alerts for anything that goes out onto Patreon, unlike YouTube, where you're not going to be notified of all the videos that I put out. Even if you have that bell selected, because YouTube doesn't like me, but I know you guys do like me, so when you get done watching me here, browse back, check what you've missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. So Fox News, guys, they're going off the cliff. I mean, it's sad to see this, but you know what? They've done it to themselves. I talked about Judge Jeanine the other day about how Fox had canceled her show because she chose to defend Trump with everything going on. And well, now the former conservative commentator over at Fox News, Mr. Todd Starnes, has come out now with his own claims against the network when he was a part of it, saying today in a social media post that the network had banned him from being able to defend religious liberty against the LGBT ideology. Well, isn't that something? Now, for those of you guys that remember, Todd Starnes, he published articles for Fox News, but he was also a host over on Fox News Radio for a short time. It was a couple of years ago. Didn't last very long. But Todd Starnes putting this out there today, I think the timing of this is just great. Why not? Let everybody just, whatever Fox News did to you, let's get it out there. Let's expose it. That's what we're doing here. But Todd Starnes had said this. He said that all of a sudden, one day my publishers are coming up to me and they're saying that, well, you can't really, put out any more articles where you're defending religious liberty over, any sort of LGBT movement. The network doesn't want you to do that anymore. So you can write about other things. You can't do that. You can't take a position where you're going to defend, religion, Jesus, all that over the LGBT movement because the network just said you can't do that anymore. And Todd Starnes said this. He said, when I heard that, when they came up to me and told me that, he says, I was already in my last year anyway there, but I knew that there was just no way that we were going to be able to move forward, even if something could have been worked out to where he could have stayed on longer, past his time, that it was obvious that, well, the once, conservative firebrand that they were at Fox News was going to be no more. The fact that they wanted to control what Starnes could or could not say in his own articles, and also, don't forget, on his radio show, he did not take to that very well at all and said that really the network shouldn't have any place to do that whatsoever. They shouldn't be putting a lid on true conservatives because that's originally what this network was supposed to be. But we know that has now changed. We know this is no longer their position anymore. And go figure, right, that they would want to try to put a lid on the mouth of Christians who dared to go against the LGBT ideology, who dared to challenge it in any way whatsoever. But, well, we found out why. Because you see, Fox News is apparently loaded with not only hosts that support homosexuality, but also hosts and many others there within the network who are homosexuals themselves. That's right. This all coming out. I'm going to put a link to all this in the description. You guys can check out all the names. Just to go over some of them with you. You guys know that show, The Five, on Fox News, okay? Most of them there on that panel, well, they're all in favor of same-sex marriage. You got Greg Gutfeld, Dana Perino, Kimberly Guilfoyle. She's not a part of Fox anymore, but when she was in support of it. Even, and this was the one that really struck me, that even Tucker Carlson had in the past supported the idea of same-sex relationships. Now, I don't know if that's still a position he takes to this day, but at the time this was all coming out, that was a position that he stood by. Interesting to see, though, how he still feels about it today. Also, one of their political analysts, Guy Benson, had announced back in 2018, well, that he was getting married to another man. And who else was it that congratulated him? Oh, Bret Baier, the longtime anchor there at Fox News, Bret Baier. Everybody loved Bret, right? Everybody loved him. He had the special report show. He had his little panel there every day. But yes, even Brett Baer congratulating someone at their own network who is going to get involved in a homosexual marriage. See, Fox has apparently gone that far to the left to where you don't have room at the table at Fox if you're a Christian. Just the way that it is. Todd Starnes, said it himself. There would have been no room for him there at that network anymore. Unless he wanted to conform to what the network wanted him to do, unless he refused to go out there and publish any articles that would dare to challenge the LGBT narrative, he was not welcome there. And that goes too for anybody at this point who wants to join up with the network, that if you even think about it, well, you better get ready to go along with what, the company line is. You better get ready to do that. Fox is no different than CNN now. That network, Fox, they're loaded with people who are posing as conservatives. They're really more like libertarians who have fun joking as conservatives, thinking that there's some sort of an alternative, branch of media when they're really not. It's sad to see this. And I'm a big fan of Todd Starnes. I like him. I used to listen to his radio show on Fox News Radio. I thought he did a good job. He has a way of presenting things a little bit differently than other hosts would do. I would like the guests that he would have on there. This guy has written tons of books where he's defending, faith and defending freedom. And you know what? Good for Todd. He's no longer there. He's still doing his own thing. He's got his own show now, and he doesn't need Fox anymore. But I hope more reports like this continue to come out because I want Fox to be exposed because they truly turned their back on their base. Those who supported them all of this time, that were helping them along the way, that helped get that network, up to number 1 in the ratings. I'm curious to see where they go from here. I think they're going to fall. I really do. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Are you surprised here to learn about this revelation from Todd Starnes? Again, check the link in the description for more info. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.